Hi everyone, I'm Scott Peckstein, Vice President of Sales with AutoWeb, and this is the latest installment in the AutoWeb Dealer Insights Series. These educational videos are designed to help you improve your sales, marketing, and communication processes, to enhance conversions and ultimately, well, to sell more cars. To achieve these goals, we've dedicated our latest education series to the subject of covering your bases. We'll use the acronym B.A.S.E.S, B-A.S.E.S, so you can easily understand how to engage with more consumers, drive these consumers to your website, improve the overall consumer experience, and increase sales. Let's start with the letter B in the word bases and the very important topic, buying is better than selling. Let's face it, today car sales is all about two elements: getting consumers to your dealership website and then getting them to buy from you, either online or in your store, without their wandering off to another dealership website. No matter if it's a phone up, an internet lead, a chat, or a text lead, a consumer who actually walks into your lot, sales success hinges on process. There's a saying that goes something like this: show me something I'm more interested in buying than you're interested in selling. This is how our industry should view process in order to provide the best consumer experience possible. Instead of viewing it as traditional sales process, we really should be viewing it as a buying process. Before we learn how to do that, it's important to review the fundamentals of the traditional sales process. You all know it, you're all familiar with it. Here are the reasons why you should buy from me. Here's the price of the vehicle you're interested in buying. Here are a couple of other optional vehicles that you might want to consider. Always lower priced options. Now let's consider the buying behaviors of today's automotive consumers. Car shopping is no longer linear. The traditional sales funnel, in which consumers narrow their options until they made a purchase decision, has changed. It is now a dynamic process where the consumers add brands or eliminate brands as they research. Our data shows that over 50% of consumers will buy a different brand than the brand for which they submitted a lead, which means you can't get a consumer to buy from you until he or she is convinced they should buy your brand in the first place. Since every brand has its elevator pitch, safest crash rating, highest resale value, lower free maintenance cost, industry awards, best MPG, etc., every brand has its halo. Be sure to highlight that halo and congratulate the consumer for their interest in your brand. Make them feel that all of their research has paid off and that they found the right brand for their transportation needs. Let's modify the traditional process from the beginning. 1. Here are the reasons why you should buy my brand. 2. Here are the reasons why you should buy from me. 3. Here's the price of the vehicle you're interested in buying. 4. Here are a couple of other lower priced optional vehicles you might want to consider. The end goal of any engagement is to convince consumers that they are done researching, which starts with you touting the benefits of your brand. When that happens, you essentially take dozens of dealerships in your area or even next door out of contention. While modifying the beginning of the traditional sales process, we also need to add a step at the end. And here's why. Many consumers start new but end up buying used. Our data shows that this happens nearly half of the time. That's why it's important to expose every consumer to your entire used car inventory. Begin with CPO, since these vehicles are similar to new and under warranty, but also show other brands with similar body styles and features. If they're interested in a new Honda Accord, show them a pre-owned Camry, Taurus, or comparable off-brand vehicles on your lot. And keep in mind that used intenders also switch to new cars roughly 15% of the time. So show your new car specials and lower trim levels to used car VIN-specific leads. Finally, let's review the new modified buying process from beginning to end. Here are the reasons why you should buy my brand. Here are the reasons why you should buy from me. Here's the price of that vehicle you're interested in buying. Here are a couple of other optional vehicles you might want to consider. Here are comparable used car options you might consider buying as well. The reality is that with all of the independent research going on, consumers are buying more than we're selling. Sales success, or rather buying success, depends on the process, and refining that process to offer the best car buying experience depends on you.